What's up, guys? How's it going? Kyle here again. Sorry it has been so long since our last upload. I did 3 at a time there, and then I haven't been around the computer in quite some time. I got a lot of stuff here in the mail. We got a lot of pieces. We got one of our ball valves, our bulkhead, our chuck valve there, another bulkhead, or excuse me, ball valve. So okay, let's talk a little bit about this here. So what I've had water in the tank here for a couple days or weeks now. You know, I also wanted to kind of figure out how fast my evaporation was going to be. So that's part of the other reason why I've left it in here so long. Also, wanted to check and sure up all of the, just make for 100% sure we have no leaks in either of these pipes or these pipes. After that repair, haven't seen any drips of water. And I say that, and the second I say that, I see one right here. Right there, you can see it. So I'm wondering, and I think it's coming, because there's actually one right here too. I think it's coming just from this little union valve right here. There's nothing on top of it. I'm betting if we just take that apart, I want to make sure, you know what, that joint might actually be done with pipe dope as well. As I did all of my joints with silicone except for 1 or 2, and I can't remember, sorry for the shakiness, putting the little wrist wrap on my arm as I'm over the aquarium here, the sump, and I can't see. I think this joint is done with pipe dope as well. So I'm going to get to the closer up there. I can see. And I just, man, maybe I'm just horrible at applying it. You know, it's just all in the shadows. I'm so sorry, but terrible lighting in this place. Anyways, so maybe I'm going to have to explore that one too. But anyways, the thing is that we are going to have to figure out now the return, because all the stuff has showed up for the return pump. Let's switch it back to, everything has showed up for the return pump. Now I'm gonna let you know I'm a little bit distraught. I'm gonna pull up this ball valve here, because as you notice, this ball valve, it's a 2-inch ball valve, is huge, and I mean huge. And I tried to measure it, and I don't know if I was just smoking something, if I was completely crazy, but with the pump in, and maybe I lost something on the pump, maybe I messed this up. I know I accounted for the 90, and you know, the other thing that I probably did was actually measure the width from front to back there. Did not account for how wide this actually was and where it could go, and the depth of the, you know, how far forward it had to be and how much to the side it could go. So we are in a bit of a bind here, because this piece A was like 60 bucks, and no, I think it's actually even more than that, but you know, this is going to have to go back. I can't keep this because it's just not going to work. Now I'm stuck with the dilemma, though, that I have to have something in line here to where I can take the pump off if it needs to be serviced. That is paramount for me. I have to, and I also can't have the pump touching the glass here. This whole sump is going to be able to move this way about that far. So I'll have I'll buy myself a little bit more room, and I'll be able to go, you know, this way about 2.5 to 3 inches. But yeah. So I mean, there's no leaks on the sump, there's no leaks in the tank, but we've got to figure this out. I've got to get this thing actually tacked in and staying upright. You know, everything else, though, I'm pretty satisfied with. I mean, I did buy a 1.5 inch. See, this is, I mean, it's definitely, I bought a 1.5 inch ball valve, which will turn like this, I believe. Hold on, let's try. Yeah. Okay, so it turns like that, so there's plenty of space for that, especially once the tank goes that way. So that's good. Well, I'll just leave it there. That's good. I'm gonna have to build a platform to raise this guy up a little bit. I have my check valve, so it's gonna go just like this, and we will be very tight in here, very, very tight. And then, yeah, you know, well, you know, the other option I do have is I can put the check valve horizontally. I could put the check valve as the first thing horizontally. I'm still trying to figure out where exactly I want to put all this stuff, and like how much do I want to plumb in. So that's also a discussion that I'm trying to figure out. But the other option I do have, which is much less desirable, is I do have another tank over there. There's a skimmer in it that's broken. I was testing it, that's why it's over there. That's a 30-gallon tank. This is a 40-gallon tank. I want the 40-gallon badly. I might have to end up with the 30. Just given that we're at a 150-gallon tank up top, I really think that the 40-gallon is where I need to land. But gosh, I am hurting for. Isn't it true that it doesn't matter how big? Everybody's telling me, oh, you know, you're the height of your stand, everything. You got so much height here. That's so good, which is true. But man, I have no width though. I have 48 inches. Is not that much width for a tank this size. So that might be my only not so happy thing about this aquarium as of yet, is the footprint here. And I mean, I'm already talking about my auto top-off's going to have to be on the other side, like outside of it. Outside of this, I'm going to have to pump it in. I'm not going to be able to put the auto top-off tank under here. It's just not enough room. So, yeah. But anyways, so that's that. I mean, the drain's working great. The return, everything is good. We had one a friend came over and I was showing him the pneumatics on the hood, and the hose, the return hose, I didn't hold it and it just flew out, and so we dumped water, sprayed water all over the garage, which again, that's why we did this in the garage first. But yeah, so anyways, the idea here is going to be that we get this plumbed in, and the other thing is the bulkhead. So I think here's where I'm going to land. Our bulkhead is also pretty big, and obviously I have to just a little skimmer on it here, wrong way. There we go. Come on. So this guy, okay. This guy is also kind of deep. So what we're going to have to do is put him over here somewhere, and then, put him over here somewhere, raise up the pump, and see if I can fit in here. Gosh, it's just so tight. So tight. And the other thing is I really want the pump to be able to breathe on the backside. Like, I need the pump to be able to have some breathing space. So, man, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. Hopefully whenever I push this refugium or the sump over, once I push that over there all the way to get the, because I have, like I said, I've got a full at least 3.5, 4 inches. I'm hoping that will push it over to about here, right? So that should give me a fair bit amount more space. And man, I hope that's enough. I'm gonna have to do that here in the next couple of days. But all right, for now we're gonna let you go.